Have you ever babysat one of your cousins and it went really bad? This one time, a whole family just wanted to sit in the backyard and just ignore the existence of children, right? So they dumped them all on me, of course. And they specifically told me, please watch over Tutu. Tutu is 18 months old if you're annoying, and 1.5 years old if you're normal. But you know, she's a toddler, right? So she like was able to run around, walk around, stuff like that. She can communicate, but she doesn't really understand everything, and she couldn't reach everything yet, right? The only thing she does do though is watch Dora the Explorer, so she was fluent in Spanish, but none of us speak Spanish. I don't know. So I had to go pee, right? So I tell one of my cousins, like, can you please watch over her while I go pee? He goes, yeah, no problem, right? I go pee, I come back, she's not there. Now, one thing about Arab households, there's no such thing as privacy, right? Like, if you want to lock any door, you have to announce it to the whole house. Like, oh, I'm going to change. No one walk in for another 5 minutes, right? And otherwise, like, people are going to start knocking on your door. Like, they're going to go crazy and they're going to be like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, the whole 9 yards. So I'm checking, like, the basement, the top floor, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, and she's nowhere to be found, right? Then I finally get to my grandparents' room, and I try to open it, and it's locked. And I was like, okay, especially my grandparents, they never lock their door, okay? So I start knocking on it, and I'm like, hello? And she goes like, hola! I was like, okay. At the time, I was like, what, 15? I did not know a lick of Spanish. Like, my whole life was in the Middle East. I do not know a lick of Spanish. I didn't even know hola, right? So I was like, what are you saying? And I was like, Tulin, like, answer me, like, Tutu, are you there? Are you there? And she's like, not answering. I'm like, yo, what is this girl's problem? All of a sudden, I hear her go, delicioso. I was like, what? I was like, that sounds like delicious, but she's saying it wrong. I was like, what is that? I Google it, it's Spanish. I was like, here we fucking go. So I go outside to the backyard and I like sneak past my whole family. I get the ladder and I put it on like the window of like my grandpa's room, right? So I climb up and I'm like looking in and I see that there are keys stuck inside the door and she like locked it, I don't know how, and she's eating chocolate. She found like my grandpa's diabetes chocolate and she's digging in, right? Every time she finishes a new one, she just goes, delicioso. So now I realize like it's a big issue. I gotta tell her family, right? So I go to the backyard and I'm like, Sido, like my grandpa, I was like, Sido, you know, good news is you won't get any diabetes problems because you won't have access to your chocolate anymore. Bad news is your youngest grandchild is very much stuck in your room. I'm so sorry. Starts yelling at me, whatever. We got past that. Now he's trying to get, you know, he's trying to negotiate with her. He's trying to convince her to get out. Do you know how hard, do you know how hard it is to explain to a toddler who barely speaks Arabic, apparently, mainly Spanish, when none of us speak Spanish, to turn the keys the other way around and then open the door? My God. So in the beginning, he was calm, right? He's behind the door and he's like, Ya Habibti, my love. He's like, Ya Habibti, please, isma'ini, listen to me. Just hold the keys and turn it the other way around. Now, she can't see him, obviously. So she's like, delicious. She will not listen to him. So he's like, and he was like starting to curse her. He's like, abuki. He's cursing himself at this point. He's literally putting a curse on himself. It's fine. He clocks the ladder that I already put up. So he goes to the ladder. He climbs up. My grandpa at his big age, right? He climbs up the ladder and he's going through the window. He opens the window and he's like, Tulin, iftah al-bab, and open the door. Tulin just looks at him and she's like, oh no. She will not listen. She will not understand. My grandpa is literally like, fuck these cartoons she's watching. The girl doesn't know how to speak a real language. I'm like, see, I was like, see though, she's speaking Spanish. He's like, yeah, she's Spanish. None of us speak Spanish. What are you talking about? Obviously, my grandpa is yelling at her at this point. Like, he lost it, right? He's like, if they had bad, like, open the door. I need to go to the bathroom. Fuck you. Open. Mind you, she's 1.5 years old. Like, find you a grandpa that beefs with a 1.5-year-old. Like, honestly, love him. So he starts losing his balance and he's like, wallah, like, I swear to God, if I fall and die because of you, I'ma haunt you. I was like, see though, like, grandpa, she's barely, not even to relax. I was like, listen, I don't think you have it in you to negotiate. Come down, grandpa, like, it's fine. So he comes down, I go up the stairs, I go up the ladder, and I'm like trying to speak to her. I like go on Google Translate and I'm trying to speak to her in Spanish. I'm like, I look up keys in Spanish, I look up door in Spanish, and then I start giving her the instructions slowly in Spanish. The way she has a good accent, the way she sounded exactly like Google Translate. And subhanallah, with God's will, you know, subhanallah, she looks at me and she's like, okay. No. She was like, see? And then she runs to the door, unlocks it casually, opens the door, and she's just like, R.I.P. R.I.P. I just remember a slap hitting me like right here the second she walked out. Oh my God, I still can't recover from that. But yeah, moral of the story, honestly, make sure you're learning the same language as your child, because honestly, it's getting difficult out here. Like, it's a problem.